Good morning. I'm at the 10-year anniversary of the cowboy dressage gathering in Mecate at the moment, and I have just done my first test earlier this morning on Shalico. Well, actually not on him, I was leading him. It was a partnership on the ground test, and our next tests are later on this afternoon, so I've been getting all the gear out and giving it a clean. And one of my subscribers asked me if I could tell more about the gear I use. I suppose there might be some interest. I really don't know. So you've probably seen my saddle a fair bit. I have two saddles. I have a Dan Baker Wade saddle, which I've had for a few years, and then I also have a Tack Wade saddle, which I've only had since last year. I've been using the Tack saddle more because the new horse, the Tack saddle fit him better. He was extremely round when I bought him. So that's been the go-to saddle at the moment. The Dan Baker saddle is for sale. Anyway, here is the saddle underneath all the gear, which you've seen before. I'll just take everything off. Obviously the Wade saddle is a particular type of saddle. It's to do with the slick fork tree, so this part up here, and the big roping horn. With the Wade saddle, the horn is actually originally it's carved out of the tree, and it's carved into the tree, however you describe it. It's not an added on bit that's bolted on later. It's actually part of the original carving. But there was a particular style way back in the 1920s when these were first invented, but the styles and shapes have changed a lot over previous years. They do say the Wade saddle gives you more of a dressage seat. Your legs are more up and down. I just like it because it's comfortable. It doesn't have the knee rolls like a Australian stock saddle or anything at the front. You can get bucking rolls that sit over here. They actually screw on, and they're just like a little rounded cushion to give people more security, like a knee pad. I don't feel I need them. I've got Visalia stirrups, which are these, 5-inch. So Visalia is the name of the town where they were originally made, and then you can get Manels, which are stainless steel wrapped over your wood, or these, which are brass, and as you can tell, they're very, very, very dirty brass that needs a good polish. So that's my saddle. I've also got on here a mohair girth that was made over in New Zealand. That's required for our buckaroo class this afternoon. And I just recently bought this wool Mecate. Came from New Zealand Mecates, and she was lovely enough to send it express post for me, so I had it in time for the show. So I have to put that on my bridle for this afternoon. Here's my bridle here. This one was made by Tack Saddles with a bit of Jeremiah Watt. I had this made for my other horse that I had a few years ago who was quite big. I also have a Dan Baker bridle. This one here. Still the Jeremiah Watt on it. It's just a lot older, and my dots have gone rusty, so I'm going to look at getting them replaced. Okay, my boots. Ariat laces. Heritage laces. This down here in the sun. Pretty simple boot made by Ariat, around 250 bucks. I like the lace up boots. It's just always been my preferred. These are the new-ish ones I've had for a couple of years. I only ridden in them twice, so I keep them for the shows. And then these ones here are my old everyday riding boots, and you can see that they're extremely well worn, but they're nearly 10 years old, so they're definitely worth the money. Another thing I use on my helmet is this helmet brim that you can add to your helmet when you need to. It just attaches with Velcro around the side of your helmet there. Very easy to take on and off. Extra sun protection up here in Queensland, and so easy to take on and off if you don't want to wear it in a riding lesson that's undercover. So that's made by Newcastle Hats. I bought it from a safety place somewhere down Victoria, I think. It was around $25, which is much cheaper than the other brims that you can actually get from some of the hat companies. They're usually starting at around $120. I have given the saddle a little bit of a oil up and a grease up using some leather conditioner, oakwood leather conditioner and neat's foot oil. So that's about it. So if there's anything you'd like more information on, just send a message or make a comment, and I can endeavour to answer your questions. Definitely no professional, just out there having a bit of fun and being comfortable and safe.